Oh wow. The video just like literally started recording itself. That's amazing. Hey bro. Anyway, does it feel like people are constantly judging you? So you'd be walking around the shopping mall and you just be sort of trying to pay attention. Probably you're very anxious. You don't look at people, but when you do look at people, you can see they're looking at you, and you feel like they're thinking like negative thoughts about you. They're just judging you in like the worst way you'd feel, and you just feel even more anxious. And it's just like a cycle. It just keeps going, building up in your head, and you're really in such a bad headspace. So this especially happened with me when I was smoking weed and playing video games and just socializing with shitty people. So like the worst. I suppose they weren't like really, they weren't abusing me. Like they actually did verbally abuse me quite a bit, but they didn't physically abuse me. So I guess that's one up for them. But yeah, obviously I wouldn't be friends with those sort of people. Anyway, yeah, so I had such a shitty life, doing all the bad habits, instant gratification, like all day, terrible sleep, just totally bad headspace, and I used to like get quite angry as well. Like I'd just boil up inside, and I guess maybe at the beginning I wasn't really that confident, but when I got a bit more confident, I'd sort of like stare at people. So it wasn't even helping. It was like trying to fight fire with fire. It was it was a terrible headspace to be in. So if I think I had to go to the psychiatrist actually for it, and she's just basically said, oh, it's just transient judgment or transient. Yeah, so like they look at you, but they're not really judging you. It's just transient. So it just don't worry. Like don't worry. She basically said, yeah, just don't worry about it. It's a transient judgment. And then she sent me to this counselor, and yeah, the counselor was not too bad, but ultimately, I mean, I did solve some issues, but in the end, it didn't really work out in the right way. So the right way would be to basically cut out all that, get on a dopamine detox, and just flush out your system. Just become one, just be so present with everything and just meditate. Your mind space is just going to be top level, top tier. You're going to be present. You're going to be just feel happiness. You're just going to feel great, and then start doing all the good habits. But obviously, it is easy, but you just need to take little steps. So like start scheduling your days slowly, just build it up, little habits, 1 minute, 2 minute here and there, and then just really build yourself up. So if you're taking drugs, just stop that shit. It's just giving you brain damage on your already fragile mind, and you're obviously developing. You want to develop really high, but those drugs are just pulling you down and really just making your life terrible. It's just like poison amplified by 10, it's just really bad for you. So you just got to just stop those drugs, bro. I'm telling you now, I've done, it took me so long to recover. Some people, it would take like 10 years to recover. You don't want that shit. You don't have much time in this life. You want to get rid of that crap out of your system and keep clean. And then just start, just cutting out all the bad stuff. That's where the scheduling comes in. So super important. That should be the start. Scheduling one by one, layer by layer. And then, you want to be replacing all those bad habits with the good habits. So, I hope this video helps you, bro. I've got a private community link in the description, so you can check that out. Peace.